Hey guys, Beater Bricks bringing you guys a exciting review today. We have the first Star Wars set, second full Star Wars set of 2024, set 75387, the Tantive IV boarding action. It's not a battle pack, but it is a full set, very similar to the diorama we got with the Death Troopers way long ago. This is not going to be a comparison of those two sets. One set is $20, this set is $54.99 when it released. March 1st of this year. The only reason you're going to be buying this set, and I'll maybe 100% honest with you, is because you're going to buy this guy. So technically, this is the ARC Trooper 5's review and less of a Tantive IV review. What can I say about this set so far? So we're going to go through the build, generally what you're going to be doing with the set, how it's advertised by LEGO, and then we're going to go into the figures and decide, is this worth your $55? As you guys can see here, I have modified my set to have just a little bit more action going on. Various rebel troopers, diving through hallways and very action posy. And I have Darth Vader here on the side with astromech droid talking to Lord Sidious before boarding the ship as his underlings are doing the job for him. The build is very straightforward. There is a lot of small pieces that went into building the set. As you guys can see, there are a ton of little Technic pieces that I have repurposed for this set to make it seem like people are, diving out of bullets or just, more actiony type stuff. But they're supposed to be used to simulate them being, hit in action or, being force choked by Darth Vader. It's a very simple build. There really isn't a lot to go over, other than the fact that when you do build this set, LEGO recommends you buy two of them. So we're talking about LEGO wanting you to spend $110, give or take, depending on where you live, and taxes, $120, $130, to buy two of these and put them together. They don't say it on the box, but they do say it on the back of the instructions. And I just find it a little interesting that this was the approach they went with. I understand with the previous set that we talked about, the Dark Trooper set from Mandalorian, it was a lot easier to put those sets together, $20 a piece. You could buy 5 of them and make something pretty cool. With this, I've seen a lot of people make just a longer hallway. I've seen people make corners and other stuff that the people have used to fight or play with their troopers. Being that you get two Rebel Troopers, 2 Stormtroopers, Darth Vader, and Captain Antilles, you do get a diverse cast of characters. But more importantly, do I want 4 Captain Antilles or 4 Darth Vaders to add to my collection of growing Darth Vaders? I don't think so. The really nice thing about this build is that they have a lot of detail on the one wall they give you. Additionally, there is this little Technic piece on the back that you can open and close with some ease. It's not the cleanest connection we've seen LEGO make. It's definitely not like the Ornithopter review that I put out earlier this week. It's very much sort of rushed, hey, someone had to make this. Wasn't a lot of testing done, at least with the build. I find issues with me having to pull it and readjust it several times just to make everything slide as it's supposed to. I feel like they could have made the connection a little looser and it would have just been a lot better as far as a playability. Now, again, $55, you get a sort of okay set with a okay, decent size of figures. We're going to go through each of the figures now and see if we can find that extra value that LEGO is making us pay. But let me know if you guys think the build so far is worth it down in the comments. Let's go ahead and jump into the figures. All right, guys, so the first thing I want to go through is the 2 sets of common troopers we have here. And then we'll go through the named characters and are they worth your money. So first things first, we have the 2 Rebel Troopers that come with this set. And they do have both front and back faces. So you can see I have the worried trooper here and I have the calm, I'm happy trooper right here. Both of them come with silver blasters. I just replaced this one so I could put the Technic piece on the end for my little vignette that I made. Overall, it's the standard Rebel Trooper that we've come to know from the previous Tantive sets. Just blue arms, no leg or arm printing, just torso printing, and that's about it. They get the job done. Next, we have our 2 Stormtroopers. I believe I actually may have swapped these Stormtroopers out with one of my other sets, but it does come with 1 female Stormtrooper and 1 male stormtrooper. It's nice to see them changing the heads up as opposed to like the clone troopers, how it's the same one every time. It's always nice to see just them swapping out the Lego headpieces just for that little bit of diversity, so that way whenever you guys do get duplicates of these sets, you're able to move the fixtures around and make sure that that your army is detailed and intricate in itself. Obviously, they are using the newer mold for the Stormtrooper helmets from a couple years ago. Always nice to see those. And just torso printing on these as well. Some leg printing as well, but nothing too crazy, no arm printing. So swinging back here to the named figures, we have Captain Antilles. He as well does have 2 faces here. You can see we have a calm, happy face, very similar to the other troopers. And then we have a, battle hardened, let's get to it kind of face as well. It's a little different from their normal trooper counterparts. Obviously, at the very end here, we do have Darth Vader. It is the same Darth Vader we've had for several years. Obviously, we have the 2-piece helmet and mouth guard with the front and back helmet or headpiece as well. Obviously, leg and torso printing and a nice lightsaber. Just a similar Darth Vader that we've had for a very long time. Now, the whole reason people are buying this set is going to be for this 5 figure that we have right here. Now, this figure, when it was previously talked about, or leaked rather, people were very worried about how it was going to look and that it's not going to be totally accurate to the Clone Wars. And it's like, why would they put this exclusive figure in a $55 set if the figure isn't going to look that good? It has the standard ARC Trooper, standard what you would expect for a 5 helmet headpiece as well. You got the tattoo, the beard, everything that you would expect with the helmet or with the head. But going to the controversy with this figure is the headpiece. Some people have taken it upon themselves to cover this with marker to make the markings on the helmet look more prominent. I think with what Lego could do, I think it's manageable. I think it's decent. If people wanted to get a better helmet for this figure, obviously they were going to buy a aftermarket helmet anyway. With a mass-produced helmet produced by Lego, I think what we got is all right. We have the shoulder pieces. We obviously don't have the waist cape, but we have, a specially printed arm pieces for both sides. We have specially printed legs. We have a backpack. We have 2 pistols. I think that's really good for what we're going to get. It would have been nice for them to go that extra mile with the helmet, but it is what it is. I think the figure is worth it if you're going to buy one of these, but obviously, it might be a deal breaker for some people. That not getting a perfect clone trooper just might be a reason for people to stay away. All right, guys. So, final thoughts on this set comes like this. The set itself, while it is expensive at $55 for what we are receiving, 4 common figures, 3 named characters, one of them being an exclusive to this set and only this set, I think it is worth it getting this set at least once. And then outside of that, I do not think that it's worth it to buy more of these like Lego is making it. There's just not enough value there. If there were a lot of pieces that could be reused for other things other than this particular set, I would say yes. But even then, there's not a lot of white pieces in this set. Where there are a lot of very small pieces, but nothing that you would use to like build a larger mock with. But as always, I've been Bearded Bricks. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think, and as always, have a good rest of your day, guys.